Sorry, I'm going to have to... Yep, I will stop my video and it will be gone. Yep. Yep, I will stop my video and it will be gone. Yep. Oh, sorry. Yep. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting screen for folks. So now they're just going to get a musical part. Oh, sorry. Yep. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting screen for folks. So now they're just going to get a musical part. Oh, sorry. Yep. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting screen for folks. So now they're just going to get a musical part. Oh, sorry. Yep. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting screen for folks. So now they're just going to get
we are ready to go live though. So I'm going to stop my video and count to 10 or so, and then you can go. Actually, count to 20.
Oh, sorry. Yep. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting screen for folks. So now they're just going to get a musical part. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting screen for folks. So now they're just going to get a musical part. I was switching. I was doing, for folks who are watching it, we're figuring out the technical part to make sure that audio goes as well. So I will put it back on the waiting
having students every day.
So can you tell us about your work about Adams?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tour company, like a walking tour company. And I use DC, as my classroom. So neighborhoods, obviously monuments and memorials, Capitol Hill, sort of anywhere within the boundaries of the district is my classroom. And that's really where I teach, having students.
Awesome. And what led you into that line of work, Adams?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tour company, like a walking tour company. I was a civics teacher for American government. I use DC, as my classroom. So the neighborhoods, obviously monuments and memorials, really helping people understand sort of anywhere within the boundaries of the district is my classroom, and that's really where I teach. What I mostly teach about is the district neighborhoods.
And what led you into that? What people
want to learn about is how people in DC live. Yeah, absolutely. It's a tour company, like a walking tour company. I was a civics teacher for American government. I use DC, as my classroom. So the neighborhoods, obviously monuments and memorials, really helping people understand sort of anywhere within the boundaries of the district is my classroom, and that's really where I teach. What I mostly teach about is the district. A lot of people don't understand.
And what led you into that?
Want to learn about is how people in DC live. Yeah, absolutely. It's a tour company, like a walking tour company. I was a civics teacher for American government. I use DC, as my classroom. So the neighborhoods, obviously monuments and memorials, really helping people understand sort of anywhere within the boundaries of the district is my classroom. That's really where I teach. What I mostly teach about is the district.
And what led you into that?
Learn about is how people in DC live. Yeah, absolutely. It's a tour company, like a walking tour company. I was a civics teacher for American government. I use DC, as my classroom. So the neighborhoods, obviously monuments and memorials, really helping people understand sort of anywhere within the boundaries of the district is my classroom. That's really where I teach. What I mostly teach about is the district.
And what led you into that?
How people in DC live. Obviously, we have people that live in DC that were born here, grew up here, and we have another people that weren't born here, that moved here, for college or like me, they moved here to work. And so, but both groups of people, most people just say, "Oh, I've walked by this building a million times and never knew anything about it," and that's why I came on the tour.
It seems like doing education through a platform like guided tours is a lot harder and requires a lot more hustle than just being a teacher in a classroom where somebody else does all the admin for you and sets it up. So what makes that worthwhile for you? What's the satisfaction that you get from that?
Well, I mean, the last couple of years I've been saying, not that I'm a tour guide or an educator, but that I've become like a historian. Mm-hmm. So that's been the number one thing for me, is to like just take a 90-minute tour of, say, like the U Street area. That 90 minutes, it's taken me like 3 years of research to fill that 90 minutes of useful, factual, interesting, and compelling information, and gives me enough info to like have a conversation with people. And so I think it's just the process of me learning about the district has been the most like enlightening, best part of the job.
Can you share like a little tidbit of knowledge with the audience tonight, so that we can all sort of seem like we are really knowledgeable?
Yeah, for sure. This is the one thing I actually start off the U Street tour talking about. I'm from Richmond, and we had a theater. So, just background, of course, America was segregated for a long time, and Black artists had to play in Black theaters. That's how it was for most of the 1900s. So there was a series of theaters up and down the East Coast. I'm from Richmond. We had the Hippodrome. DC had the Howard Theater. It's on T Street. Mm-hmm. New York had the Apollo Theater. Everyone knows that. What a lot of people don't realize is Apollo Theater opened in 1934. It's the most famous of all those theaters for the right reasons. But Howard Theater in DC opened in 1910. And so it was, Amateur Night at the Apollo, they borrowed that idea from Howard Theater. So I just think the whole idea of DC arts history, theater history, music history, it's so much more deep. It's just deeper than what, we realize. So that's sort of my number one tidbit, is like, for all the other things that the other big cities have, New York, Philly, Richmond, even, like DC, we have our own local history, and it goes back for hundreds of years.
Can you tell us, this is sort of a little bit of a historical tangent, can you tell us about the name of your company?
Oh, Addicts Adams. Yeah, that's a great question. So it's actually pretty simple. It's two people's names. Crispus Attucks was the first. So his history is sort of unknown. He was a person of color. He was a black man, and he was the first person killed in the Boston Massacre, meaning he was the first casualty during the American Revolution. John Adams was the first president to live in the White House, making DC whole as a federal territory. So I named the business after the first person to die in the name of us becoming a country, and also the first president to live in the district, making us a whole federal territory. So thank you for asking that.
Sure. I thought your website mentioned another connection between these two.
Yeah, so so this is a little bit weird, but Crispus Attucks, of course, when the Boston Massacre happened, we were still Great Britain. We were not the United States yet, obviously. Okay. And the British soldiers that committed the Boston Massacre, they were represented in court by John Adams, who then was a British citizen and a lawyer. And then, of course, he later obviously switched sides and ended up becoming president of the United States of America. But yeah, really, weird through lines in that story. And I thought that was sort of a good, just a neat connection to make for even if most people have no idea how to pronounce it and or what it means, I'm glad that every now and then someone asks.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. What do you think is the best thing that DC has going for it?
Wow, the best thing. That's so tough. I think that I always get this quote wrong, but so don't quote me unless you're going to quote me and saying that I was wrong, because then you'll be accurate, but I might be right. I think it was one of the Kennedys, John F. Kennedy, said that DC is a town of I'm going to mess it up now. Northern sensibilities and Southern, I forget. Anyway, it's a good mix of North and South. That's my number one, the point I'm trying to make. It's a little bit, but it's also very fast paced and very type A. We have mass transit, we have density, we have walkability, but also it's not overwhelming to a point, for me anyway. To a point where it's too much. And so I appreciate that. I'm from Richmond. I also lived in New York. To me, DC is the happy medium. That's the best thing to me about it.
Nice. If you could change just one thing about the District of Columbia, what would you change?
Well, you know what I'm going to say. I would change that we have federal representation for all of our grievances. That's my number one. That's the number one thing I would change, that we had 2 senators and a representative in the House. Yeah.
Amen. Amen to that. Terrific. Well, how can people find out more information about your company?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on all the socials. I'm on Patreon. I'm all these things. And also I have a website. It's pretty easy. It's the name of the company, addictsadams.com. And we're not doing tours because of the hashtag these times, but we're trying to do some other things, and then hopefully when all this is over, I'm just ready to get back out and doing tours again. So in the meantime, just check us out online. I have a great Instagram, and drop me a line if you're bored and want to talk about history. I'm happy to talk to anyone about that, because I have lots of time on my hands right now.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. And I think we're going to hang around and watch the show. But for now, we're going to leave, and we're going to leave the stage to the improvisers. I'll see you at the end of the show.
Bye, everyone. Well, not bye. I'll still be here. See you in a little bit.
Thank you all so much for coming on this tour of historic U Street. There is just so much here to see. There have been so many important events that have happened on the street that you might not have any idea about. So if you look on your right over here, this is Dakota. And Dakota is the first bar that I went out to when I was first interning in DC. And I met this woman. What?
Hang on a second.
What?
Is there any historical importance of this bar? Because it's
Yeah.
just saying you were just naming a personal story.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is that this is a bar where so many important historical moments have happened. This is where me and my ex-girlfriend, hate her, Marissa, first met. And this is where you
Okay,
know.
well, we signed up. We thought this was going to be like a tour of like national importance, you know, like important landmarks around DC.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
We
that's
come all the way from Boston.
Yeah, we're from Boston.
From
All the
Boston.
way from Boston.
I can hear it from your accents. Go Pats.
Yeah,
just
a lot of-
kidding.
We have a lot of history in Boston.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
What do you mean? Just kidding.
Never mind. So,
Okay.
you know, let's just move on. Let's just move on. Okay.
No, we
Let's
walk-
just move on. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, on your right is the bar Brixton. It's a trendy bi-level bar with a rooftop deck. And actually, I see it on your face, but just
Tag
wait.
out, James. Tag out. Hey, I know you guys had a bad experience with your other tour, but
Yeah, it
trust
was
me, you signed up for the
terrible.
right tour.
In,
Thanks for meeting me.
in Boston, those things never happen. In
No.
Yeah.
Boston.
So here's the parking spot that I got a ticket on last time. So this tour is super cool. It's like a transportation tour, right? So
Second,
this
is it
very
just a
spot.
tour of the parking lot? Is that what you're doing? Because you've
Yeah.
taken us to 3 different corners of this parking lot so far.
Yeah, the southwest, northwest, and northeast. I like to spend time between northeast and northwest parts of the parking lot.
In Boston, we have, we have ships that you can see. If you're talking about transportation, I mean, I don't understand why we came all the way here just to see some parking meters.
Well, I got a ticket here, right? And that started this whole thing of why I had to. What?
Tag
What
out
question?
Richie. Hey y'all, I'm very sorry that your past tour was so what a nightmare. Parking lots
tours.
sound terrible.
Horrible.
So if you want to go ahead, we could get started on a new tour. It'll be completely comped.
Oh, great. Thank you so
That
much.
would be perfect. Thank you. Oh my God. Finally.
Cool.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
I'm here.
What, is this a tour of yourself?
Yep, this is me, my body.
Lindsay, you're standing right in front of the monument. Can't you talk about
Yeah.
that a little bit?
Yeah, or move out of the way at least a little bit.
What? Hold on, let me see. Does this help?
No, you're more in the way.
You're way more in the way.
What?
I want to take a.
And sing.
Oh,
Oh, just a regular old TSA agent waiting for people to come through. Just gonna be saying, hey, madam and sir.
Sir,
All
please
right.
go first. You were in front of me.
No, I'll take both of you at the same time. Let me see your IDs.
Okay.
Sure.
Nice. All right, thank you. And thank you. Ho. This is where you live. Washington, D.C.
Yes. Is there a
Yeah.
problem?
Oh my God. I mean, where do you live? Like in the reflecting pool, like right with Lincoln?
No, it's a normal city. Like, I don't know where you live, but like, I live in Northwest. Like, it's pretty far from the capital, actually.
Oh, Northwest. So is
Yeah.
that a name of the neighborhood or something? Or
It's
is
the name of the quadrant. The city is separated into 4 quadrants.
Oh my God, you all got quadrants? That is so cool.
Delta Flight 251.
That's
Boarding
my.
everybody. 10 minutes
really-
left. Get to your gate.
That's a
Yeah, you
We
weird.
really need to get
Very
back.
weird.
That's our flight to DC.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here are your IDs. Here are your
Thank
IDs.
you. Thank you.
Hey. Question here. I mean, where do you all do your grocery shopping and whatnot? You know, like, I mean, I know it's not that big, and you got these quadrants that they put you in, which seems so unfair. But
They don't put us in them.
Yeah, they don't put us. Are you expecting that we're gonna say we do our groceries next to the Capitolium or something like that? No, we don't. I live on Northeast. There are normal grocery stores that I go. There's a Giant,
Yeah.
Safeway,
Oh my God.
Harris Theater.
Whole Foods, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, we can keep naming more, but our flight is where we need to go.
Oh,
American
Lord.
Airlines flight 229. It's everyone is.
That's
get
not our
on.
flight. Our flight was Delta. That was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our flight left.
Delta's always late. You'll be fine. Hey, you know what? I did hear something about DC that you all just don't have the right kind of representation in DC, right? The Wizards, they suck as a team, right? I mean, just like
That's the kind of representation.
Yeah. Honestly, I've never been to a game. I mean, it's just like, you know, I don't know, basketball.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Where are you from that you're asking all these very specific questions?
Oh, I'm from Montgomery County, Maryland.
And scene.
Oh, hear ye. 'Tis I, John Adams, a British lawyer. Come on in then, fellow British lawyers. There we all are then, yeah.
All right then.
Oh, I have an important announcement today.
What?
Are you all ready for it? Oh, I have decided to renounce my British citizenship and lawyerdom and become an American.
What?
Yeah, let's have some burgers, baby, yeah.
What the? That's a ridiculous accent.
What are you talking about now?
John, what are you doing?
Me? I've decided to put my roots down here in America, American style. Let's have some French fries.
Wait a second, John. Are you saying you're not going to be British or a lawyer anymore?
Nope, I switched sides.
You can't.
And professions.
Yeah, I'm renouncing my lawyerdom as well.
So then what are you going to do?
I'm becoming a cowboy.
But
No, John, you're so good. You're so good. I don't think I can handle you changing. We're best friends.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, John.
Maybe y'all should try it.
John, what are we gonna do on Friday nights now without you?
We're all your British best friends, John. You know us so well.
Look, I've come to a point in my life when I got to make a big decision. Okay, and I've done it. I recommend y'all each go home and look deep within yourselves and really think about your own personal future.
Wow, you really convinced John. He just left other John, I mean.
Yeah,
he just left
other
right
John.
away as soon as you said go home, and he just immediately
but I'm glad
left.
the rest of you Johns are all here.
Oh, go home.
So long, then.
See, you're so persuasive. You should be a lawyer and stay
Nah,
British.
it's not my calling.
Check out Kelsey and Christina. All right, John. Well, this is a ranch, and this is our beautiful horse, Betsy.
Charm. Nice to meet you.
So, yeah, you need any help trying to? I know you said you want to be like a cowboy. You need any help in trying to ride this horse?
I think I'm good. Just leave me alone with the horse.
Okay, absolutely.
So Mom, I don't mean to brag, but I'm going to get rid of my car because I'm not going to need it where I'm going. Okay. I'm not going to need it where I'm going. You can have it. I don't need a car.
Okay.
You can take it. I don't want it. It's full of bad memories. It brought me nothing but sorrow.
Right.
Just take my car.
Okay. That's fine, dear. It was the thing that your father left you in his will. The Mercedes X-Class, and okay. I mean, where are you going that you can't take a Mercedes with you?
I'm going to the big city up north.
There are a lot of cities. You want to narrow it down for me?
What do you feel like is the closest city to us? That's north of us.
Wilmington.
Okay, well, it's a little bit bigger than that. Because in Wilmington, I could probably keep my car. Actually, I feel like, Mom, I'm going to Washington D.C. I'm moving to Washington D.C.
Oh, okay. Is there something wrong?
No, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to work.
You don't have a job already?
No, I'm going to get one. Once I get there, it'll be easier to get a job once I'm there. That's how you meet people, is you have to be there to meet them. And then, you'll make connections. And I figured it's better to get rid of the car first, because I don't want to get there and, have someone say, you have an important meeting to get to. And I'm like, oh, I can't find a parking spot. I don't want all that stress.
Hey, great. So welcome to our 6-person co-op house.
Thank you.
You're from a tiny town, is that right?
Yeah, in Virginia.
Great. So,
oh my gosh,
our friend Tom is over. Too, yeah.
So we really are excited for you to live with us, mostly because of your Mercedes XL. None of us have any transportation, so we're thinking.
I was under the impression that DC had a state-of-the-art metro, and I would not need a car.
Yeah, and you probably thought we all lived in a reflecting pool.
We have one scooter, and we share it among the 6 of us, including our friend that is not a roommate.
Okay. So here's the thing. When I originally applied to the ad and y'all said you didn't have parking, I figured I should probably get rid of the Mercedes, just to be a more competitive candidate. So I don't know that I'm going to have access to it.
What?
Is that a problem? I could probably ask my mom if she'll give it back to me, but we got in a really big fight.
Well, I'll go ask your mom.
Really?
Yeah.
That would mean so much to me.
Okay,
Wait, guys, I've always wanted to say this. Road trip!
Road trip!
Oh, wait. How are we going to get there?
We don't have.
We have a scooter. Let's all hop in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll say it again. Road trip!
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, Mom.
Hey, people on a scooter.
Mom, these are my new
shit. Where's the Mercedes?
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
It's an X class.
Oh my God, these are your friends?
Yeah. Oh my God, slice the shit in half.
Slice the shit in half, please.
Slice what in half? The Mercedes XL?
No, the metaphorical shit.
Mom,
Lindsay, you need to. Lindsay, these are not the right kind of people. Okay, I don't know. They just are weird. Okay.
Oh you think we're weird?
Wow.
Well, you know what I think you should do? I think you should adopt a diet that results in you losing fat while maintaining your muscle mass. The shit,
What?
AKA cut the shit.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. You can't talk to my mom that way. You need to get back on your scooter and head on back to DC, because my mom.
Get out of here. Get out of my front porch. I will get my shotgun. We have shotguns down here where I live. All right.
Stay everyone on the scooter.
Okay.
Road trip.
And
get out of here, you ruffians. And you cut the fat, you big head boy.
Mom, I'm so sorry that I ever doubted you and tried to move to DC and give you the car.
You see what happens?
I see exactly what happens. It was a recipe.
Okay. Yes.
Hey, liquid, gas, and solid. Where's solid?
Solid take. You know, solid takes its time.
Hey, you guys are all states, and it's me, DC. I'm not a state, and so I'm like real sad about that. You know?
Yeah.
Can you guys? I mean, we're here at Dakota, the coolest bar in DC. In me, but I just like help me out, please.
I'm gonna give you an advice. I'm liquid, as you know. I'm gonna give you an advice. You have to hydrate first. You need to drink your water. You need to drink your liquids, because if you don't do that, then your mouth is gonna be dry, and then when your mouth is dry, you're not gonna be able to speak. loud and clear, and tell everyone what you really want to be. Okay, so that's
okay. I'll hydrate. Thanks, Liquid.
Just overflowing with.
Oh, come on.
Always classic Liquid.
What about you, Gas? What do you think?
Well, I don't really know how to like become a state because I've just kind of always been one.
Oh. Whoa.
So, that's it. I don't know.
That's deep. So you were already a state.
Tag out everybody but Richie. Hi, welcome to State Farm. Do you have an insurance policy with us?
Yeah. I'd like to submit this application for it.
Okay, this just says you want to be a State Farm?
Yep, hashtag these times.
We're an insurance company. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Allstate, right? Did you say Allstate?
State Farm.
Oh,
sorry.
Allstate, get in here.
Finally.
Okay, can I see your submission, your application?
Yes, we go. Yep.
Okay. Where do you go first?
I went to State Farm incorrectly. I'm so sorry.
No, that hit in my heart. Okay.
Oh, duh, all states. Get it? Okay, now I get it.
Yes, of course. You can see here all states. Okay.
Yeah, all states.
So no state.
That's me. I'm just a federal district.
Okay. Oh well. Oof, boy. Oof.
I don't like the sound of those oofs.
Oof. That's it's just gonna be different. If you're not a state, oof.
Not.
Oof. I need to call my supervisor.
So hey, welcome to Geico. So why would you start with the state guys? If you want to become something and you're not in their club, you should go somewhere different.
I just wanted to be a state, I went to State Farm and I thought that could be it, but then
And we cut outside and we see the tour guide again talking to some folks. And so that's actually the reason you guys said you wanted some history. And so that's actually the reason that Washington, D.C. is not currently a state, is because it was rejected from Allstate and then State Farm and then Geico Insurance Company.
I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
That's
doesn't
ridiculous.
Make any sense.
That doesn't.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous. Go Pats.
Yeah, we're from Boston. That doesn't make any sense.
Go Pats. Just kidding.
Sorry, guys. I got lost.
That's okay. I'm glad you're here.
You didn't miss anything. You're just missing lies.
These aren't. Oh my God! You sound like my ex-girlfriend Marissa, who I hate. Anyway, let's move on.
Can we hurry this up? We all got a flight to catch.
Hey, Joey, is that you? Hey.
Oh my God, Marissa,
Joey,
my ex.
coming back to our old hearts. Hey.
I know we used to hang out outside the Geico, but it's just a coincidence that I'm running into you here.
What? I don't think it's a coincidence. You know I work here.
Wait, do you see those six? Do you see those six people on a small scooter coming on our way?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That doesn't look safe.
It doesn't, but it's interesting for the gram.
That's true. We don't see the
grams.
What was that?
You know, we used to do the grams. We would take pictures together. Right?
Oh my God. Wow.
I just feel like we're being used. You clearly took us on this tour just to run into your ex-girlfriend. Okay, in Boston, if you want to see your ex-girlfriend, you just go see your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, come on, seriously, go Pats.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go to the Howard Theater. I heard it's great and it's one of like the oldest art places.
About that?
All right, Joey.
Wait, stop walking away from me.
No, I can't.
Oh my God.
Time for you. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Well,
this
was
Hello, welcome to the Howard Theater. It's me, Howard Creed. I'm the older brother to Apollo Creed, who started his own theater in New York. So I can answer any questions you have about this theater that was opened in 1910.
To be very honest, I mean, it's been so long. We've been doing so many useless tours right now, but at the end of the day, I think I actually understand now a little bit more about DC, because it's not just about the monuments.
Yeah.
About their people and their neighborhoods and so many more things. So
which makes it completely different than Boston.
yes. And that's our show.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Tim, are you still with us?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us with the show.
Thank you.
Audience, whoever tuned in, thanks so much. This was one of our first experiments trying to do improv in the virtual space. Tim, we can't wait until we're all back convening and socializing without any distance whatsoever.
Yes.
And we'll be seeing you on your tours at Adex Adams. Thanks again for sharing your life with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Great night, everybody.
Thank you. I'm going to take one of your tours. They sound awesome.
Yes.
Good night, DC, and the rest of the world.
Bye.